Alright guys, BLM here, back with more Horizon Zero Dawn. Continuing on with the deep secrets of the Earth. There should be a side quest in this area, if I remember right. Somewhere within this area. Which we will do. And then after that, I believe that's all the side quests in the game. So, we're almost done with those. I forgot that my possibility of Amazing Race Alt Winners video came out today, and it performed adequately. Performed pretty much to expectation, which yeah, it was solid. I'm trying to say something right now. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty much to is there any side quests right now? Alright. But got about, it's nearing 1,000 views in the first day, which is solid. But it's funny that it's still number 8 out of my last 10 videos. Which is less due to, again, I've been on a pretty decent streak of successful videos on my channel.
If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Fuck, game. Yeah, I believe it's in here that we get the side
I'll take
quest,
the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahamut.
Looking for one of their own. They pay well.
Yeah.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucian Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Over here. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Chinaside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
It is really weird they just throw us into the main story.
Uthid is innocent. So come see me, while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel.
You know, let's do the mission now. I just want to get it out of the way.
See the sun ring from on high.
Yeah, this should be the final side quest in the game. Oh yeah, what to do. As I said, Amazing Race Alt Winners is at 925 views after almost 12 hours, which essentially means it's going to easily make 1,000. To be honest, it's on. It's not that far away from what my BB Can 8 review did, so that's pretty solid. I mean, that's pretty solid for just a kind of generic Amazing Race video. It's about what, double the views of my revisiting series. So I mean, overall, I mean, like it's doing pretty solid. Again, it's funny that like all the stats are saying, oh, it's down. Like YouTube's saying people aren't choosing this video as much when it's recommended. They're watching less of it than usual. But it's like, it's solid. Like, I mean, again, I'm happy with the numbers. I mean, yeah, it's like about 40 views less than my average. My inflated average, because again, it's weird. It's like my average right now after 12 hours, I guess, is 960 to 3,000. Which is largely because I have a lot of videos that
in this
are sub
howling pit
1,000,
of
but then I have a
insanity.
lot of videos like after 12 hours, but then I have a lot of videos that get like
I'm sure you do.
5,000. So
And
it's
so
like
does
it's
Uthid.
like a very
He's a
big
good
range
man, so
there, and that's kind of
naturally
why
the
even
Shadow Carja
this
wanna
like
murder
this
him.
video, which is getting
I've
solid
done some
views,
digging, and I think
again
he's headed for the Green Climb.
925
those
after
mercenaries
not
long
even
to
12
find
hours.
him.
That's pretty solid for
He could
especially
use some
for
help,
a non-survivor
if
video.
you're so inclined.
That's why like YouTube still think of it as a disappointment. View duration's down, but it's a shorter video. Like it's literally a fucking 14-minute video. So it's like over half of it's the view time's still over half, which is average view duration. So that's pretty solid. And obviously watch time's gonna be less because it's less views than the survivor video or whatever, and it's watch time's less because it's a shorter video. So it's like YouTube thinks of it as like a real big downer, but wait. How is that the case? Something's fucked, but I don't know which one is. So the real-time thing is showing 927 views, but I go to my YouTube page and it actually shows it as 995 views. So I don't know which one's accurate there. I'm leaning towards the first number but it's weird that it's showing 995 views
He once
instead.
single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those
Well,
mountains.
never.
My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
Revenue's still down now. Again, it's still pretty much where I'm getting about $1. Like, talking I'm not supposed to be talking about this. Again, this is for another channel, and it's like, who fucking cares, really? With a channel like as small as mine. But essentially, I'm getting about $1.30 for every 1,000 views, which is pretty low. Especially based on what it used to be. But again, at this point, it's like, who fuck cares anymore? I mean, whatever, I guess.
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the Green Climb. Good luck.
Shit. Well, I guess we can go here. How do I not have this fast travel point when they've been fucking here? Whatever. But yeah, so that video came out. Yeah, it's performing to expectations. I'm pretty happy overall with how that video is performing. It's like, I mean, and like, even though it's below the BB Cam video right now, if it continues to get views, I mean, I think it's probably gonna pass it. Like, I think it's on pace to get around 2,000 views. Which again, the BB Cam video was a big disappointment, where that just like dropped in viewership right away. Like if this video doesn't, then I'm pretty happy with that. I just realized my like-dislike ratio on my Austrian Spire All-Star review went down a lot, didn't it? Down to 90%.
This must be when supposed to check in.
For a while, it was at like 100 or 99%. I don't know why it just dropped randomly now. That's something else I've been noticing about my videos, is that I feel like at this point with my videos, I have a good amount of people that will like I think my base audience will like my videos. Like, I mean, like as in literally click like, with like almost nobody disliking it. But it's like once those videos expand to people who aren't subscribed to my channel, it's like that's when the dislikes start to come in. Which is fine. I mean, again, obviously my content's not really for everybody. Both in terms of the actual visuals and both in terms of what I'm talking about. I mean, and my opinions on things. Like, it's fine, but it's like, that is an interesting trend I've noticed. It's so strange to me though that people actually dislike videos though. Because it's like, I personally don't give a shit enough to dislike someone's video. Like, if I don't like the video, I just stop watching. Like, I don't care enough to fucking actively dislike them. And then also like put comments and stuff. It's like, I don't give a shit. It's funny to me that people do. But whatever. If I remember right, this is kind of an annoying mission.
Good for an old remedy.
But we'll see.
Foot tracks stop here.
Fuck. game. Okay. Well, that obviously wasn't as planned. Oh yeah, I did do some, while I was working technically, in the background I did do some stuff for my other channel as well. I did do some, I did update my spreadsheet that I keep to make it like color coordinated between topics, just because why not? Especially because now like I kind of have a set color for a lot of my topics based on like with the thumbnail, like with the thumbnails and everything. I have a set like branding sort of thing for each topic. So it's like I kind of added that to my spreadsheet as well, or like all the Survivor videos like on the schedule and stuff are have like a have red. We got red and then like Big Brother's like light blue. You get the point. Which also made me realize there are like I use yellow a lot, don't I? I didn't even notice that because I use yellow for game videos for Assassin's Creed, which I mean are also just game videos, but just more specific or specific sort of game videos. I have yellow for the Amazing Race, kind of. The thing that was Amazing Race is I use yellow as the backdrop, or as the background, but I don't use yellow for the font. For the font I use white. But then I also use white for scripted media, so I kind of use the same thing for multiple things. I also use red for American Ninja Warrior and for Survivor, though with American Ninja Warrior it's more of a crimson red. Like I use obviously different types of orange for Australian, or for International Survivor now. That was just a more recent thing that I just changed. Fuck. God damn it, I'm really missing these shots. There we go.
Alright, where'd he go from here?
So that's something I did today. For almost no real reason, to be honest. It was just something I felt like doing. LA Genius is gold, which is technically another shade of yellow. International Survivor, even the orange that I use for International Survivor is technically a type of yellow as well. But either way, so I got that.
More scrap that we should stockpile.
And then I also renamed a couple videos because I mean these are things I should have done a while ago, but I did go back to the beginning of my channel and just saw if there were videos that needed to change naming conventions just based on what I do now. So I did change a couple things. I changed like the Metro Redux video, the Metro Redux reviewing Metro 2033 and Metro Lost Light instead of Metro Redux review. Metro 2033 and Metro Lost Light. Again, minor change, but I did it. Same thing with Shenmue. My Shenmue 1 and 2 review. Just because to be honest, I mean like outside of like essentially when I'm reviewing new things, I'm okay with leaving something review, but when it comes to like more retro, like older sort of reviews, I feel kind of weird just putting a normal review title. I debated on changing the history of Assassin's Creed novelizations. I decided to keep it as is though, because I don't feel like it really, because I feel like it's redundant to say Assassin's Creed the history of Assassin's Creed novelizations. Like, it's redundant, and I feel like putting Assassin's Creed the history of novelizations doesn't quite make as much sense. So I just felt like, whatever, we'll keep it as that. We'll keep it as the history of Assassin's Creed novelizations. I feel like it doesn't really work any other way. I debated on changing Assassin's Creed Odyssey Legacy of Blade review to Assassin's Creed Odyssey reviewing the Legacy of the First Blade. I decided against it because, again, I felt like when it comes to reviews of things that at the time were modern, I'm okay with just leaving regular review after it. But yeah, I just felt like it was okay. I did change the Super Sentai video. It used to be 5 Super Sentai series to watch for Power Ranger fans. Now it's Super Sentai 5 series to watch for Power Ranger fans. Again, just minor changes like that. I debated on changing the Assassin's Creed Origins vs. Odyssey video because it's called Assassin's Creed Origins vs. Odyssey Comparative Analysis, and I was trying to think of a better way to phrase the comparative analysis part of it. But then, like, I just couldn't create anything better, so I decided to keep it.
A little stuck up, maybe, but trustworthy.
Those Carjulans raided your Nora lands. Raided every land you could reach.
I think most other things I kept the same, though there were things I debated. I debated Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts, my experience with, essentially the video is called My Experience with Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix. I debated on changing it to Kingdom Hearts, My Experience with 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix, but again, I just feel like it's not as specific of a title. So I feel like I need to keep it the way it is. I mean, ideally, obviously, I would change it, but it's like I don't know what to change it to. So I feel like more than likely that's going to stay the same. What else was there?
He was the one true Sun King.
Idaman's just a child.
Yes, an untainted vessel. I believed he was pure, but they used him.
E3 2019 review. I started changing, but it's like, what do I change it to? Yeah, I think most of these other... Oh, yeah, I did change the development cycle of Assassin's Creed. I did change that title to Assassin's Creed Explaining the Development Cycle. Because I just feel like, again, like, I feel like that's one that... Like, I feel like with the history of Assassin's Creed novelizations, and my experience with Kingdom Hearts, whatever, like, those are, like, things that can be series. In the future, like, I feel like there are more videos I can do my experience with whatever, because like, even Yakuza, I consider doing a video where it's like my experience with the Yakuza series, or when I eventually get around to playing it. Like, that is a series I could do, like, of my experience with blank, but whatever, like, it doesn't really matter. And same thing with the history of something is like, that's a series, but it's like the development cycle of Assassin's Creed. Like, I'm not gonna do a fucking series on the development cycle of something else, so like, that's not really a series I plan on doing. Or like a recurring sort of title. It's just like, it was like a one-off title, and I try to stay away from one-off titles like that unless it has the topic initially slated on the title of the video. So because it doesn't, I did decide to change that one up. So yeah, I changed it to Assassin's Creed Explaining the Development Cycle, which I think is probably the best I'm gonna get at. To be honest, in retrospect, that's a very specific video. I did want to make it, and I'm happy I did make it in the grand scheme of things, but it's like, it is a very, like, sort of niche video. Fuck off. I'm really just terrible at getting these shots on it. Fuck. Fuck, really? I'm not getting anything. What the fuck? That was a fucking headshot, too. Is he... Okay, cool. You know what? Fuck this. How the fuck do we get over there? Actually, I'm not even selecting the right arrows. I just realized that now, too. That's why I didn't fucking die. The wrong fucking arrow selected.
Can shoot you with my arm.
It's up to you now, man. Rally! We can still finish them!
Yeah, I think I left every other video the same. I mean, to be honest, like, since then I have stayed with naming conventions, just kind of why. Because, like, I mean, again, like, ever since, like, September or so, like, I've had a pretty solid plan of branding. Like, obviously things changed with, like, International Survivor and, because like I decided to add, like I decided like South Africa and Australian Survivor separate categories from just the general Australian Survivor. And also like with the circle, when I decided to do my circle videos, obviously I made the circle its own different brand from the Genius and stuff, which originally they were just going to be branded under other reality shows. But I feel like there's enough content to do with the circle to make it its own. And then I didn't have any other reality shows outside the Genius, so the Genius kind of just became its own, just based out of necessity. Fuck, how many are there? I would like to do more Genius videos though. Problem is time. I do have a player ranking listed for August. Which actually, to be honest, is even that far away from now in terms of when I'm going to be working on those videos. Like it's only 1 month away. Which actually, that's another thing I can talk about. Yeah, so since we're finishing Horizon early here, and I actually don't have a planned game video for a while actually. Like the next game video, the next game I have to play for a video is Hellblade. Damn it. That was a big fucking waste of arrows. I'm not even gonna bother fucking restocking on fire right now. Because again, I'm trying to conserve as much blaze as possible, because obviously I want to use that in the speedrun. Like I want to use this file for the speedrun, so I don't want to waste blaze, because I'm obviously going to need blaze for the speedrun.
Up and over.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, as I said, like, there's like naming conventions that I'm okay with keeping, despite them being out of the norm. Things like the future of something. Like I feel like the future of is at this point like kind of a naming convention I've used many times that is worth
Well, it's going white.
continuing on with. And like revisiting some again is one that I think will probably continue on. This is their casting, obviously. Casting, blank.
A robust defense is the most satisfying.
Again, you get the possibility of is another big one. Yeah, but either way, you get the point. Like, there's like naming conventions that I have pretty solidly done. Like, obviously, most videos will be whatever the topic is, like whatever show or thing it's about, and then dash then whatever the video is. So essentially, like Survivor South Africa dash season ranking, or Assassin's Creed dash ranking the main series, like that sort of stuff, like, or The Leftovers dash series review, like that sort of thing. Like, it's not, like, obviously again not too complicated, but that's what I want most of my videos to be labeled as. But the ones that can't be that way, I'm okay with leaving just standard naming conventions. I realize I'm a fucking idiot. I'm using the wrong arrows again. But I'm okay with leaving those like naming conventions that I'm willing to use multiple times. Again, I don't like one-off. I don't like the name of these videos starting with something that is like a one-off sort of title.
Look out! To your left!
Again, I think 10 years of game of the year is probably an exception though, just because again, that's kind of just an outlier video in general. Like, I don't know what else the title would be. So, and like same thing with like 2019 year in gaming and that sort of stuff. Like it's just, those are kind of just out. I mean, 2019 year in gaming will become a series though with like the other years. So it's like,
This one's got all I need to finish you off.
though, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about it a bit more now, and maybe like that video would have been more in line if it was called like Video Games 2019 review. These would be more in line with my like this Survivor 2019 review, Big Brother 2019 review, that sort of stuff. I just don't like the title as much though, and I feel like it's like different mediums to the point where obviously one's reality TV based, the other one's gaming based, where I guess I am okay more so with changing the convention for that and like essentially making them two separate series as a whole. Because again, I do plan on eventually getting around to make 2018 the year in gaming, 2017 the year in gaming, and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I do think it's, I think I'll keep it the way it is. I did consider changing my Shenmue 3 review title. Because I currently have it as just Shenmue 3 spoiler review. And to be honest, I never liked that title. I just really couldn't think of another title to name it. So, I would consider renaming that. I'm trying to just scroll through other videos, see if there's anything else I would at least consider changing. I think most things are solid at this point, though. Most recent videos, I have a pretty good grasp on what I want to name them. Most anticipated games of 2020, that's one that's kind of like... I mean, the thing is, though, is that, like, the topic for these videos is obviously video games. But, like, video games is such a general fucking topic that it's not really something that is sustainable to put as the, like, initial name. Like, it's not like I'm gonna put video games, most anticipated games of 2020. Like, that just sounds fucking dumb. So I think game videos are kind of, especially like more general game videos, are kind of gonna be are always going to be like a big exception. And when it's part of a series, then it's fine. Like, I mean, I can put like Quantic Dream ranking their games, Uncharted ranking the series, or ranking whatever fucking name. Well, you get the point. Or when it's a specific game, like Metro Exodus, 1 year later, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, 5 years later, that sort of stuff. But I think like when it comes to more general game videos, it's always going to be a bit of an anomaly. With like 10 years of Game of the Year, most anticipated games of 2020, E3 2019 review. Again, it's just a 2019 year in gaming. Again, it's tough to create a convention for something so general.
Kill the traitor! Kill Nora!
So, yeah, I mean, like when I eventually do my top games of all time, it's not like I'm gonna name it video games. Top 10 video games of all time or something. Like, it's just fucking dumb. Like, it's like, I'm just not going to do that. It doesn't make sense to do it that way. So, yeah, I think with general game videos, I'm just going to ignore the rules more so. Because it just makes no sense to follow them. But again, Shenmue 3 spoiler review, I feel like there's a better title for that, right? I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure there's a better title for that. Yeah, I'm scrolling through the other videos, I feel like everything else is pretty solid. It's really just that one right now.
I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence and your cheap scented oils. I don't suppose you kill yourself.
I had to. Prune the weak. Roll a card.
I mean, I thought about doing like Shenmue review and Shenmue 3. But it's fucking dumb. Again, it's kind of a dumb title, isn't it? I don't know though. Like, the more I think about it, it's like, but it does align with my.
That was quite a fireworks show.
I'm kind of thinking of changing it to that, to be honest. Like, it sounds dumb,
You took your time.
but at least
I was busy. What do you think happened to Young Shun, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Go talk.
Yeah, I'm thinking I have to do it. Because that way it at least aligns with those other videos.
Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities.
It's such a generic title, like spoiler review. Like, it's just, there's nothing there to it. And it's not even that much of a spoiler review, to be honest. Like, it does have spoilers in it, but it's not that much of a spoiler review. So I feel like it's probably for the better.
Don't worry. You gave him a second life.
Even though it sounds fucking dumb, I think it is for the better that you rename it.
He'll be welcomed in Meridian as a military advisor. Hopefully he can help Avad finish the Shadow Karja with as little bloodshed as possible.
So I think that's something I'm gonna do. Should I do the same thing for Metro Exodus? I don't think so, right? Because at least Metro Exodus was on an anniversary.
Oh, it will be glorious. The priests will panic.
And I do talk about it in retrospect. Like, it's not like Shenmue 3 where I'm talking about it within my first playthrough. With Metro Exodus, I do talk about, I did try this out a year ago. I did not care for it. These are my updated opinions on it. So I feel like with that, it makes more sense to keep the 1 year later sort of label. Because it's not just a generic review. Like, it's more so a retrospective thing. While Shenmue 3 is just a generic review, and I feel like for that it's worth changing the title.
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden.
Because I feel like for me, the only time I'm gonna have a very generic something review sort of title is if it's immediately after the
Why do you care what happens to them?
immediately after the release of that thing. If it's beyond the release of that thing, then I just don't feel like it's worth creating such a bland title. I mean, a lot of my videos are bland titles, but it's like at least they follow a format. To create a bland title that doesn't follow a format, and it's just kind of weird, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, I think overall that's kind of what my decision is going to be with videos moving forward. Let's scroll through the video, see if there's anything that changed. Again, I feel like, I mean, I guess Ghost of Tsushima review is going to be a debatable one. It probably is going to stay that way, though.
If this has already cleared the area.
Yeah, like Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. I don't have a good title for that video yet. I really need to create one.
I can count on. You.
I'll try not to disappoint.
Yeah, I still need to create a title for that.
Are we?
So this should be the final side quest in the game. Should we just do it here? Well, we are already at 30 minutes, so we probably won't. Fuck, it's already 12:20. God damn it. Huh, this is taking longer than I thought then. But either way. Something I probably should do as well at some point is, for all these ideas I've jotted down, because I have a whole bunch of ideas jotted down. It's not even all my ideas, but I have 210 ideas jotted down on my, I should probably actually create titles for these things, instead of doing what I'm currently doing, which what I'm currently doing is just jotting down general thoughts about, like, general idea, whatever, you get the point. General, like, the general idea, instead of, like, actually what I would name the video. I feel like it would be better off, at the end of the day, just name the video. So yeah, we'll go ahead and save here. And then next episode we'll continue on. We're already 26 hours into this fucking game. So that's something. So in the last week, I've literally spent over a day playing this game. So that's cool. But for now, thank you for watching.